peoples? Yeah, what's up, peoples? Why I see you elsewhere. This is Undefeatable Twilight featuring Knights, doing another chapter of the Hitchhike of the So Long and Thanks for All the Fish. My favourites of the series. So let's see. Oop. Oh yeah, this is the right page. That's good. There she goes. Knights, people. My audience don't want to see your ass. Move on. Okay, not that I have an audience anyway, but Chapter 2. Rob McKenna was a miserable bastard, and he knew it because he'd had a lot of people point it out to him over the years, and he saw no reason to disagree with them, except the obvious one, which was that he liked disagreeing with people, particularly people he disliked, which included, at the last count, everybody. See what I have to put up with. He heaved a sigh and shoved down the gear. Like, somehow managed to turn my... I don't need it anyway. The hill was beginning to steepen, and his lorry was heavy with Danish thermostatic radiator controls. It wasn't that he was naturally predisposed to be so surly, at least he hoped not. It was just the rain which got him down, always the rain. It was raining now, just for a change. It was a particular type of rain that he particularly disliked, particularly when he was driving. He had a number for it. It was rain type 17. He had read somewhere that the Eskimos had over 200 different words for snow, without which their conversation would probably have got very monotonous. So they would distinguish between thin snow and thick snow, light snow and heavy snow, sludgy snow, brittle snow, snow that came in flurries, snow that came in drifts, snow that came in on the bottom of your neighbour's boots all over your nice clean igloo floor, the snows of winter, the snows of spring, the snows you remember from your childhood that was so much better than any of your modern snow, fine snow, feathery snow, hill snow, valley snow, snow that falls in the morning, snow that falls at night, snow that falls all of a sudden just when you are going out fishing, and snow that, despite all your efforts to train them, the Huskies have pissed on. Rob McKenna had 231 different types of rain entered in his little book, and he didn't like any of them. He shifted down another gear, and the lorry heaved its revs up. It grumbled in a comfortable sort of way about all the Danish thermostatic radiator controls it was carrying. Since he had left Denmark the previous afternoon, he had been through types 33, light prickling drizzle which made the road slippery, 39, heavy spotting, 47 to 51, vertical light drizzle through to sharply slanting light to moderate drizzle freshening, 87 and 88, two finely distinguished varieties of vertical torrential downpour, 100, post-downpour squalling, cold, all the sea storm types between 192 and 213 at once, 123, 124, 126, 127, mild and intermediate cold gusting, regular and syncopated cab drumming, 11, breezy droplets, and now his least favourite of all, 17. Rain type 17 was a dirty blatter, battering against his windscreen so hard that it didn't make much odds whether he had his wipers on or off. He tested this theory by turning them off briefly, but as it turned out, the visibility did get quite a lot worse. It just failed to get better again when he turned them back on. In fact, one of the wiper blades began to flap off. Swish, 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 flop, swish, swish, flop, swish, swish, flop, swish, flop, swish, flop, 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 scrape. He pounded his steering wheel, kicked the floor, thumped his cassette player till it suddenly started playing Barry Manilow, thumped it again till it stopped, and swore and swore and swore and swore and swore. It was at the very moment that his fury was peaking that there loomed swimmingly in his headlights, hardly visible through the blatter, a figure by the roadside. A poor, bedraggled figure, strangely attired, wetter than an otter in a washing machine, and hitching. Poor miserable sod, thought Rob McKenna to himself, realising that here was somebody with a better right to feel hard done by than himself. Must be chilled to the bone. Stupid to be out hitching on a filthy night like this. All you get is cold, wet, and lorries driving through puddles at you. He shook his head grimly, heaved another sigh, gave the wheel a turn, and hit a large sheet of water square on. See what I mean? He thought to himself as he ploughed swiftly through it. You get some right bastards on the road. Splattered in his rear mirror a couple of seconds later was the reflection of the hitchhiker, drenched by the roadside. For a moment he felt good about this. A moment or two later he felt bad about feeling good about it. Then he felt good about feeling bad about feeling good about it, and satisfied drove on into the night. At least it made up for having been finally overtaken by that Porsche he had been diligently blocking for the last 20 miles. And as he drove on, the rain clouds dragged down the sky after him. For, though he did not know it, Rob McKenna was a rain god. All he knew was that his working days were miserable and he had a succession of lousy holidays. all the clouds knew was that they loved him and wanted to be near him, to cherish him, and to water him. And there you go, another short chapter. But things are progressing. So, I think. So thank you all for watching. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And if you are subscribed, be sure to ding that notification bell so you know when I make a new video, because I can make it whenever I feel like it. Thanks to my patron Angel. If you want me to read one of your stories, consider supporting me on Patreon. Links in the description, or at least it will be once I actually get around to putting them in. I also need to still put links in the description for the previous 2 videos. It will be there at some point, hopefully. Anyways, yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching. Take care of yourselves and each other. Love and peace. See you next time.